I know this video is coming a little later than I wanted it to come, but, that's the nature of having a full-time job and all this other stuff going on. But anyway, let's talk about 4th season of Star Trek Discovery. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of Trek Talk here on the Vochek Experience, where idiots are still always us. Always me. I'm always going to be an idiot. No doubt about that. Anyway, like I said, we are talking about season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. It wrapped up its 4th season a week ago. However, like I said, I wanted to get to this video sooner than I'm getting to it now, but because I do have a full-time job and some other things going on, I just couldn't get to it until now, so let's talk about it. First thing I'm going to say right off the bat is I love season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. I think it dialed up the notch a little bit in a sense of character development and Star Trek stories and the way that they handle the situation with the whole DMA and everything. It did surprise me on a few things. There's some little bit of disappointments on a few things, but that's what these reviews are for. And of course, you're always going to find the good and bad in any Star Trek show. So, but before I get into the good and the bad of the whole season, I'm going to warn you right now, we are going to be dealing with some spoilers. So if you have not seen season 4 of Discovery yet, I advise you to maybe watch that first and then come back to the video. But I'm not going to say you have to. I'm just giving you a warning. Because unlike some people, I actually do enjoy spoilers. I don't know why. I just do. Drive my wife nuts with it. But anyway, let's get into the good. Okay, there are a lot of good things that I want to talk about that I really, really enjoyed about season 4 of Discovery. And I really enjoyed the introduction of the new Federation president. At first, when I first saw her, I wasn't sure if I was going to like President Rillick, but as the season grew on, she grew on me and kind of turned into a character I really like and I really appreciate. The fact that she can stand up to Michael Burnham and kind of like tell her how it is, and then Burnham then kind of, has some growth in this with these two together, and I enjoyed seeing that on screen. Another good thing that I liked about this season is the fact that our bridge crew and the main characters, they all got promotions, so they all got a bump up in rank. So, everybody that was a lieutenant is now a commander, and everybody that was an ensign is now a lieutenant. I'm talking about you, Tilly. I enjoy the fact that you are now Lieutenant Sylvia Tilly. And of course, speaking of promotions, it was also good to see Adira get a promotion to ensign and become part of the crew. So I really enjoyed that as well. But speaking of Tilly, though, she had some great moments this season, some great growing moments, and she really come into her own, especially when it came to training these cadets of hers. But more about Tilly as we go on. Another thing that I really liked about this season is you really get to feel, lost this season, especially, with Book losing his entire planet, his family, seeing him go through all those emotions. I love that. And David Ajala really brings it home with conveying those feelings, and his acting job. Wow, this season. I loved it. I also love the fact that we don't get a specific villain, so to speak, this season, whereas in past seasons, we had the Klingons, and then we had, the Red Angel / Control, and then, then we had Osira and, the Emerald Chain, that thing. But this time, we're dealing with a spatial anomaly called the DMA, and I thought that was a nice and fresh way to do a season where we don't have a big baddie that we have to stop by the end of the season. We basically have to figure out what's going on with this anomaly, how to stop it, who's behind it, and what can we do to stop it. I also love this season that we get to see Saru grow a little bit as well. We get to see him get a romance this time, and Saru and President Tarina of Navarre. I could kind of tell when she was introduced last season that they were going to have some kind of chemistry together, because it just shone on screen, and I loved how they took that to the other level, and so it looks like Saru's got himself a girlfriend. So I'm hoping to see some more of that as season 5 comes. But of course, we don't know pretty much anything about season 5 of Discovery, other than the fact that Discovery has been renewed for season 5, and that the writers are in the midst of getting the stories fleshed out for that. And from what I understand, they will begin shooting season 5 in a few months. But I am very excited to see what this relationship with Saru is going to bring us, because I enjoyed watching them on screen this season, and you know, it was one of the highlights of the whole entire season for me. I love that we get to see some more sequences with our bridge crew that we don't really get to see in past seasons. We get some awesome fight scenes with Vochek. And of course, we get Reese going down and helping to evacuate, you know, some inhabitants of this planet that was about to be destroyed by the DMA. I thought it was great to see some of these guys get more screen time, some more growth in their character. So much that it's not always focused on Burnham and Saru, you know, and that sort of thing. I love the fact that we get to see Gray get into a new body this season to finally be seen by everybody. And I also love the fact that it's a little nod to Star Trek Picard, where they use the same technology to bring Picard back from season 1 of Picard to create this artificial body for Gray. And I just thought it was great to see that, and great to see Gray actually, you know, interact with the fellow Discovery crew and stuff, and even had some moments to shine in figuring out that Zora, the Discovery computer, who has now been infused with all the data from the sphere data and all that stuff from season 2, has now found sentience and is now its own being. And that was another thing I really enjoyed this season, is seeing Zora come into her own and be recognized as an entity, as a consciousness, to the fact that she is actually joining Starfleet as a specialist while also being part of Discovery as a whole. I just thought that was unique, and I love that as well. Another thing I really loved is towards the end of the season, where we're trying to figure out who Species 10C is, how does it relate to the DMA, how do we find them, how do we communicate with them, and the way that they figure out how to communicate with that species, and you know, through mathematics and light signals, and that was just brilliant. I love that whole sequence of figuring that out. Classic sci-fi, classic Star Trek, and you know, and it really shows us what we can do if we really put our minds to it to figure something out. So those are some of the highlights and the things I really enjoyed about season 4 of Discovery. So with that, we can't have the good without the bad. So without further ado, here's the bad for this season. There are a number of things that I really didn't enjoy about this season of Discovery, and one of them being one of my favorite characters in this show of all time is Tilly. And she basically just chooses to leave the Discovery to go on another journey at Starfleet Academy, because she's offered a teaching position, and she decides to take it. And while I love the fact that she has grown into her own, you know, and grown more confidence in her role at, you know, at the Academy and stuff, just to me, it's just not the same without Tilly on the bridge all the time, offering, you know, her silly wit and everything. And that to me just kind of was like kind of a downer. But in the same sense, you know, I'm enjoying this arc that we're getting with Tilly. So, and from recent interviews that I've read, she's not gone from the show completely, that she does intend to come back in some capacity for season 5. So I guess there's that. Another thing that I didn't really enjoy about this season was the fact that, yes, we know Book is grieving from the loss of his family and the loss of his planet and everything, but him basically kind of turning on Michael a little bit and, turning against the Federation to kind of go off with Tarka, that to me just seems a little bit out of character. But I mean, I understand that he did, and that he wasn't really willing to listen, and to wait, I mean, I get it, he's grieving and stuff. That was one thing I just didn't like, maybe an episode or two, but I just thought that, maybe he would come around a little bit more earlier than, like, say, the finale, but yeah, that to me, it just didn't really do it for me. Another thing that I really didn't like about this season is, well, yes, I enjoyed seeing more of the bridge crew, get to do some more stuff. I don't think it was enough of stuff. I want to see more of this bridge crew getting to do more things, getting to have more ideas, getting to, be in the stories more. I want to know more about these people. So, season 5, come on, more of the bridge crew, come on. That's what I want to see, more of the bridge crew, come on, give it to me. Another thing I didn't like about this season, and that is the character of Tarka. I get he's supposed to be this brilliant scientist and stuff, but he comes across as a total D-bag, basically. And I know that's supposed to be part of his character. I really don't buy into the fact that, his whole motivation for basically doing what he did, convincing Book to go with him and, do all this stuff is just because he wanted to get back to this friend of his, willing to do all that killing just, to go back, and find an alternate version of a friend that he had before when he was working with the Emerald Chain. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I really did not enjoy his character. I don't even think that he got a proper send-off when he basically, stayed in Book's ship and got himself blown up. I just think that if you want to have a character like that, have him go out more in a blaze of glory, I think. But that's just me. But yeah, that's basically what I did not like about this season of Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, there's more good to outweigh the bad, but, still there's some bad stuff. But there's always room for improvement. But all in all, I really did enjoy this season of Discovery. It's one of my favorite seasons of Discovery. Whenever I do my rewatches, of, any series, I think I'm going to be looking forward to getting back into season 4 of Discovery, and I'm hoping that season 5, gets even better. I really think this show is really hitting its stride now, especially now that they're, in the future versus the past. But we'll see what Strange New Worlds has to bring us, since they're going to be another prequel. So we'll see if that's if that gets any better, with juggling the whole continuity and stuff, especially for other Star Trek fans. Because trust me, Star Trek fans can get very brutal. But all right, there was my thoughts on season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. Let me know what your thoughts were, whether you agree with some of my thoughts, whether you disagree with some of my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Let's get a conversation started. But anyway, that's going to about do it for this video. So, as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos, and of course, hit that join button, become an Idiot Squad member, and, help the channel grow, and support us, because we need all the support we can get, because I enjoy being an idiot for you. And of course, if you want to follow me on all the major social medias, don't forget, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, all those. All those links are down below. And of course, if you're looking for some merch, I got merch for you. Check out the merch store link. That's also down below. And if you haven't checked out my audio podcast yet, Idiots Are Us, The Story of Me, go give that a listen. It's available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music. So go give that a check out, and you never know, just might like it. But anyways, like I said, that's going to about do it for this video. So I hope you're having a good day, good night, good week. I hope you're looking forward to the rest of Picard and the premiere of Strange New Worlds coming in a couple months. Believe me, I'm excited for that. But I will see y'all in the next one. So live long and prosper, and bye for now.